The following episode of the Maui Chamber of Commerce's Business Matters radio show was originally broadcast on December 7th, 2021.
Maui Chamber of Commerce's Business Matters radio show, sponsored by Airlines. I'm your host, Pamela Timpot, president of the Maui Chamber of Commerce, and today we're going to talk with Southwest Airlines about travel routes in and out of Maui, airline recovery, and their rewards program. We're going to talk about the live Made in Maui County Festival, now scheduled for this Saturday, and speak with the president of the Pukalani Community Association about the third annual Christmas Fair and Electric Golf Cart Parade. And we'll speak with a husband and wife team selling bottled chili oil, their pandemic pivot project. And we have a lot to say about that. But first, we're going to start and welcome Kelly Knox, who is Community Affairs and Grassroots Senior Specialist of Southwest Airlines. Kelly has been a dedicated employee for the company, standing by the company's values while working her way through different departments. She got her start as an intern in the Community Affairs and Grassroots team after graduating from Florida State University. After her internship, Kelly was hired in a full-time position in the Customer Relations Department and eventually made her way back to community outreach. Kelly is passionate about expanding with the company, and their organization works with building on existing relationships that Southwest Airlines has in Hawaii, as well as building new ones. An important aspect of Southwest Airlines' approach to the community outreach is that they cater to the needs of the region. And we can tell you from the Chamber they are wonderful partners, and we deeply appreciate their help and support. So good morning, Kelly, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Pamela. Thanks so much for having me today.
Oh, we're thrilled to have you on, and we got to chat for a little bit, and Kelly sent her best wishes for everybody here on Maui with all that we've been going through, and we truly appreciate that, Kelly.
Oh, absolutely. My heart goes out to everyone. Stay safe, stay dry, and of course, if there's anything Southwest Airlines can do in terms of relief workers or cargo needs or shipments, of course, we're standing by to support however we can. So just know that we're thinking about you and checking in on our employees as well as our partners.
We so appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, it shows, again, how ingrained Southwest Airlines is into our community, working together. That's what we do in times like this, and we appreciate your tremendous support. Through this time, you guys have gone through many changes as we've gone through COVID, with the U.S. airline industry having so many restrictions still as we dealt with the COVID era and then things reopening up. And now that we're a few months shy of reaching that 2-year mark, can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that Southwest Airlines has gone through and how you're moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how crazy is it that it's been 2 years? If anyone out there was like me, when our offices shut down, I figured we'd be back in May of 2020 and life would be normal. But apparently, I was very wrong about that. But we have just been working with our fellow industry partners and working as a company to make sure that throughout the pandemic, that whenever you're ready to travel, that we are safe and ready to welcome you on board. So lots of partnerships with hospitals and research facilities to make sure that our cleaning protocols are up to par, working with our airline, airport partners to make sure the same thing. You guys have a great team at OGG who are working day in and day out to make sure that everyone is safe. And also, working a lot with our partners. We've been really close with folks like you, Pamela, and the county and the state to make sure that we're mirroring the messages that you want shared with customers. So when Hawaii was not open, we made sure not to advertise that. And we really took a look at that across all 120 of our destinations to make sure that we were being good partners. When the Safe Travels program was implemented, making sure that all of our customers had lots of communication so that when they showed up at OGG, they were prepared and hopefully not being sent back across the mainland and having to go turn right back around. So really just staying in tune and in touch to make sure that we're being good partners to the community, that our customers are prepared and ready to go. And then, of course, we've been really proud throughout the entire pandemic. We kept service to every single domestic destination that we serve. We might have cut back some service, but we wanted to make sure that there were essential travel needs. There were people traveling for medical. There were doctors bouncing around. There were families that needed to be reunited. So we maintained our service to every destination, and we were really proud to provide that service to Kahului, provide that job protection for our employees on island, and again, just make sure that we're really being your neighbor. When your house is on fire or your house is flooded, your neighbor doesn't run in the opposite direction. They roll up their sleeves and really try to help, and that's what we are hoping to do and hoping to support in all of our communities.
You folks have been such great partners, and we really appreciate that. And of course, we really appreciate Southwest Airlines' continued service during this time as we were ready to reopen. It really was such an amazing help. Let's talk about some of that and the different travel routes. You have so many different routes that Southwest Airlines offers. Can you share with us some of those routes and what Southwest is currently offering in and out of Maui, and tell us a little bit about which ones are maybe some of the heavier traffic ones and regions are doing really well for us.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. I was looking back at our service. We've been there. We started service on April 7th of 2019, so a little over 2 years ago. It's been a wild 2 years, and when we started, we just had 2 daily nonstop flights to Oakland, so not a ton of offerings. But in the last 2.5 years, we've beefed up service, so we have 20 daily departures out of Kahului to 10 different cities. That includes Great Honolulu and Kona Inter-Island service. And then there's also a lot of mainland service. Las Vegas finally got that 9th Island nonstop, which is, a very popular one. Are you a big Vegas girl, Pam?
I am. I'm not during the pandemic, I can say, because we keep hearing about people coming from Vegas back. But yes. I plan to go soon.
But I will tell you, in defense of Vegas, they've been working really hard on COVID protocols as well. So shout out to them. But I understand that's a lot of people in a small space. But yeah, we have Vegas nonstop to Long Beach, LA, Oakland, Phoenix, Sacramento, San Diego, San Jose. So just lots and lots of mainland service. And what I also want to really remind everyone listening that those flights are not just to bring people to the island. Of course, we want to support tourism, and it's great for the economy, but those low fares and that, 2 bags fly free, free onboard entertainment, all of that is for the local community, so that you guys can get out there, you can go see your family, you can go on vacation. And, we're really striving to provide service that works not just for the tourists, but for you. And we are really looking to be Maui's preferred carrier. So if there's flight times that you need for inter-island or routes that you need us to consider, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we're really trying to look into 2022 as to how we can serve you and the community better. So always open to that feedback and how we can really just solidify our commitment to Maui.
Well, we so appreciate that, and you're, like you said as you started, I truly am a big Vegas girl. We used to go about once a year, maybe once a year and a half. Also, there's great industry shows that are held in Vegas, so it would be funny when I would go over for an industry show, and you get there for example, my other half's a landscaper, and we get to a large concrete show, and you'd see all these people from Maui and Hawaii at the show. So it's always a lot of fun to go and do business in Vegas and to have fun in Vegas. But as you point out, the Southwest Airlines is not just here to bring visitors in. You're here to serve our community and our islands and help us get to the destinations that we so enjoy. And we also have family in L.A. and in San Diego and different areas across the mainland. So it's wonderful, as you say, to be able to have so many direct flights that we can travel to, saves us time, and helps us connect in ways that is so important when you're in an island state.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I will say, people might be listening thinking, oh, you aren't actually going to listen to whatever routes we propose. But when we started our business plan, inter-island service was not part of it to begin with. But we heard how important it is to have competition and how necessary those extra flights are. So we quickly crunched the numbers and added the inter-island service. And then as soon as we started saying that we were going to fly inter-island, the next question was, when are you going to Vegas? And so that community, it was funny. I mean, as soon as inter-island, I was like, yay, guys, we got it. And then it was like, okay, but what about Vegas? And so, we do the best we can. And I love hearing, what the needs are so that we can serve you better. And so all that to say, and just reiterate that we are listening. We're always open to that feedback. You can find me, you can reach out to me and let me know what you need and how we can support you.
Oh, that is so awesome. And you've got a lot of programs that you're offering. Can you tell us about some of your holiday specials and your rewards program?
Yeah, so Rapid Rewards is our frequent flyer program. It is, I know I'm biased, but I think it's a really great program because you can actually earn points pretty easily and then start earning free flights. I hate being in a loyalty program where, 3 years later you can get $5 off something because, what was the point in all of that? But I was looking, you can get inter-island flights for about 2,800 points. And so when you think about it, that stuff adds up really quickly because we go based on dollars spent as opposed to mileage, which makes stuff add up a lot quicker. We've got some great partner programs. So I have a Chase Rapid Rewards Visa credit card. We actually have a promotion going on. It ends today, so check it out today with Visa where you could earn up to 100,000 bonus points by signing on, depending on which credit card you get. So I know that makes the Costco runs and the Target runs a lot more lucrative when you can earn some airline miles on those purchases. And if you think about it, if you got 100,000 points, even if you got 50,000 points, the number of inter-island trips you could have. I looked at a Vegas flight that was 9,000 points one way. So there's really great opportunities to really cash in on those bonus miles and sign-up points. And lots of other partners. We have some Rapid Rewards shopping. You can earn through hotels, through cars. So just a great opportunity to get plugged into our loyalty program. It's called Rapid Rewards, totally free to sign up. And you can really start earning points on any of those flights. Points don't expire. I think that's a great plug for it. And then also, there's no blackout dates on our on using and cashing in our points, which I think is really cool. Just because it's your points, so you earned them. You should get to fly when you want on the flights you want. So as long as there's seats available, there's that opportunity to use those points, which is pretty cool.
Well, that is special because so many times on, not necessarily just airlines, but I mean in so many times on seasonal things like hotel stays and car rentals and things of that nature, there are these blackout periods where in high season you can't earn or use your points. So how phenomenal to know that there's no blackout periods.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, because when do you want to travel? On vacation, we're the same time other people want to travel. So, so of course you want to use them, and we want to make them available for you. We also have just some really great benefits with our corporate sales team. We call them Southwest Business, and you can find out more at southwestbusiness.com if you're interested in traveling. We've got the whole gamut from small, large, medium sized businesses. But one of the really cool things we just launched was Rapid Rewards for Business. So not only can you, the traveler, earn points, but your company can earn points as well. So that helps your company's bottom line. But then also, as a fellow road warrior, you want to earn your points too. So it allows you, the traveler, to earn points, but then also, racks up points to be able to cash in for your business.
Wow, I have not heard of that before. That's very unique.
Very unique. We just launched it not too long ago. And I think the great thing about that, too, is it should be for all size businesses. So, maybe you're not traveling that frequently, but if you're hopping to Honolulu every now and again, it can't hurt to earn those. So southwestbusiness.com, a great place to research and find out additional information about that.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. And of course, here at the Maui Chamber of Commerce, the majority of our businesses are small businesses. So we deeply appreciate that you have recognized all businesses in the gamut for these rewards, and especially small businesses, because sometimes they're, forgotten in some of these programs, as, they, especially when giving rewards, think about, again, the volume that what other businesses can do. And so to know that you've got that where small businesses can benefit as well is tremendous and very exciting to hear.
Thank you. And we try to make sure that we're looking at all of that. Our Southwest business team has been growing specifically so that we could look at all of those needs for the small to medium-sized businesses, because small business is so important to our country. It's important to our company, and whatever we can do to support that is great.
I think that's awesome. So tell people again where they can go to learn about this program.
So southwestbusiness.com is our corporate sales team's site. So you can learn all about Rapid Rewards for Business. I'm pulled it up right now because, they're the experts in that field, but I want to make sure I'm representing them correctly. But, we have a SWABiz platform. So if you are one of those larger corporations, it links to all of those standard booking sites. If you're a smaller corporation or, really just a small business company, it's called SWABiz, which is our self-service booking tool. Allows you guys to easily manage and track your travel programs, earn those points. We're even actually working on growing our meetings and groups department as well. I know our fellows in the tourism industry have been asking about that since we've been coming to the islands, and we're really beefing that up going into next year, which is, again, just another great opportunity to align with our partners in the industry and support the economy. But go to southwestbusiness.com to learn more about Rapid Rewards Business.
That's awesome, and love hearing about how you're working on the meeting side, too, and working with the industry, because we deeply appreciate that. And it shows that you are, again, listening to the local voices and working with folks in the state and coming up with new ideas, which is awesome. How have you been doing with some of the messaging? Are you able to work with our visitor industry? As I know there's new targeted messages to help educate our visitors on the kinds of care that we're trying to take, protecting our environment, protecting our ocean reefs, educating them more about our culture. Are you folks able to run any of those programs and share those messages?
Absolutely. So we are our great friends and partners at HBCB locally with Sherry and Leanne on island, and then also just from the statewide perspective. So anytime we talk about Hawaii, we want to make sure that we're leaning into Malama and bringing it back to being a respectful visitor, and really just showcasing and highlight the beautiful culture of Hawaii. And so we have the Malama videos on our in-flight portal. We have it's BYO TV or BYO phone, however you want to watch that information on our in-flight channel. But we make sure that we have all the Malama videos up. We've worked with some publications that we work with. We had an Instagram influencer go out, made sure that she participated in a Malama project. So really just making sure that goes through all of our messaging so that, again, we want to be good partners. Our employees live, work, and play on your islands, too, and they're proud to call Maui home, and we want to make sure that the people that we're bringing understand and just really truly appreciate just the beauty of the culture and leaving it better than when they came.
We so appreciate that, because it's been a work in progress, and of course with COVID things got a little delayed as we continued to work on that, but there were so many urgent issues in our community as we were working on everybody's health and safety. I know that really ran through the airlines, too, with new ways of taking care of plane sanitization and things of that nature. But we love hearing that you folks are airing that, and are great partners in sharing that message of Malama and airing those videos and messages both on the flight and in social media. That's really a tremendous effort, and we know that there's a cost that comes with that, and we know that that our partners are working to absorb those costs, but to make it happen, because it's a great thing to do. How did you folks pivot with all of the changes and the cleaning changes and the safety precautions and things of that nature? How has that transformed your business and improved it for the future?
Well, I think anytime you can enhance safety, it's a win moving forward. Safety's always been our number one priority. And so we partnered with UT Southwestern, we partnered with Harvard, and then also Stanford, to make sure that we were top-notch with our cleaning procedures. Electromagnetic spraying, it's a word that's really hard to pronounce, and I goof it up every time. But spraying down the aircraft, so it makes sure it has basically like a protective shield around it, so that it's constantly cleaning itself inside, and it lasts, I think, for about 30 days. We also have hospital-grade air filters on our aircraft, which is really cool, because that wasn't a COVID change. That's just something that we've always had. So every 2 to 3 minutes, the entire air in the cabin is refreshed. And there's a great system with the way that it flows out of the vents and out through your feet to make sure that air is constantly circulating and being refreshed and going through those filters. I think it's something that you're going to see for the future, just in terms of that enhanced level of cleaning and making sure those high-touch areas are being cared for, especially. And then also just as we continue to learn about the spread of disease, making sure that we stay on top of the research and we're constantly evolving. I think that's also things that we've learned is was this cleaning really necessary, or does this do the same thing and is equally effective? And how can we make sure that we're utilizing our people and keeping our planes on time and still being efficient and taking care of people to make sure that they're safe? So I think just constantly keeping in touch with the medical experts and making sure that we're aligned. I'll say all of our friends in the industry have done that. I've been just blown away by all of our, Alaska, Hawaiian, Delta American. I think, everyone has just really come together to make sure that we're all taking care of you. And so the airline industry is really working together to make sure that we're all great examples.
Well, that's always wonderful to hear, too. And, sometimes people think about businesses and competition, but I know that in meetings I've been a part of, people have talked about how all of the airlines have united, and so it's great to hear from an airlines reinforcing that and saying, yes, we're all working together because safety is paramount. And it's exciting to hear what you've done and the kinds of research that you folks have put together and learn new things, but pairing it with some of the other technology that you've already had. As patrons of the airlines, we don't often know the ins and outs of the industry or that you have hospital-grade filters. So it's exciting to get this kind of insight that we can share with others.
Yeah, who knew that HEPA filters and electro-grade spraying would just be interesting, and yet all of a sudden it really is. And I continue to be impressed with our safety team and our tech ops team and just the research that they do and everything going on behind the scenes. And it starts at the airport, too. The airports have really jumped in. They do their own spraying and cleaning as well because there's a long walk between getting out of your car and getting on our plane. And so we want to make sure that you're safe from curb to curb. And So just a huge shout out to our airport partners as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, because I know that that's another thing within the industry, that you work together and have different partnerships. And so I appreciate sharing that, because, those on the front lines handling safety, we love and appreciate all of you. Well, Kelly,
yes.
How can people best reach out to Southwest Airlines and learn more?
Yeah, well, Southwest.com is our website, so that's where you can book directly if you're interested in exploring flights and routes. And then, if you want to get in touch with me, feel free to shoot me an email. I can be reached at Kelly, KELLY.Knox, KNOX, at WNCO.com. Love to just learn more about how we can, again, continue supporting the Maui community, whether that's through our community outreach efforts, through our schedule, through our business programs. I'm happy to connect you with the right people within the organization, and we'd just love to chat with you.
Well, we so appreciate that. Thank you for being such an amazing partner for our community, to the Maui Chamber of Commerce. We value you, and just want to say thank you for being on the show, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're proud to be members and work with you and partner with you, and look forward to many more years of that.
Oh, we do as well. Thank you, Kelly.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Aloha. If you're just tuning in, this is the Maui Chamber of Commerce Business Matters show, brought to you by Mokulele Airlines.
Mokulele Airlines operates the largest commuter airline hub in the country, right here in Kahului. Fly Mokulele from Kahului to Molokai, Lanai, Hana, Waimea, Kona, and now Hilo. Mokulele also operates the only flights between Kapalua and Honolulu. There is never a middle seat on Mokulele, and every seat has a window and aisle. Visit mokuleleairlines.com and take your next flight from the newly renovated Mokulele Terminal.
And we're back. Well, I have great news to share. We're going to start with a third time's a charm. That's something my grandmother used to always say. And the Made in Maui County Festival is going to be held this Saturday. Same place. We had planned to hold it last Saturday on December 4th, but it will now be held on Saturday, December 11th, live. And the challenge was the storm. There were weather reports that really felt like we could have the winds that we saw and the rain that we saw yesterday, a much heavier session on Saturday. That's what it looked like on Friday. Of course, storms are very dynamic. We were saying we would hold it rain or shine, and we truly wanted to. But when the rains looked like they would be too heavy, when we wanted to make sure that there wasn't flooding, so we had a safe situation for our attendees to come and park and have an enjoyable experience, when we were worried that the lawns might be flooded, that the area might be flooded, that it would be so rainy that vendors' products could be damaged, just kind of carrying it in and out of the festival at a time when they're, really trying to sell for the holidays. We looked at all of these things and looked at the safety measures and spoke with our partners and just wanted to make sure that when doing this, because we've had so many issues and still been selling online, which we appreciate all the shoppers who joined us Saturday online and continue to shop virtually. But we wanted to do this live event. Our vendors always wanted to do the live event, and the county and our mayor have been amazing, as has Carla Peters with the Parks Department, working with us. But it just was one of those things that when we had to make a call, and unfortunately we had to, with the storm changing and the conditions changing, it was one of those things that we didn't have a lot of notice. We kind of had to make a quick call. All felt that it was better to postpone till this Saturday, when the weather looked like it would be much clearer, in fact, maybe sunny, which we're still hoping for. And so we did have to postpone again. And so for all of those who were inconvenienced, we know that, everybody was looking forward to it, as were we. It was a very difficult decision. There were a lot of discussions with different partners that went into play. Our vendors were eager to do it. But we just wanted to make sure that, again, it would work in a way that wasn't one more devastation for our vendors, at a time when so many issues have kind of prevented us from moving forward this year. So we're third time's a charm. We did run the virtual festival for the second time and had it up, and I say second time, meaning it started back on November 6th. But it was up all day for those who shopped on December 4th. We were thrilled to have you participate and shop through our vendors. I know they're thrilled with the sales and deeply appreciate the community coming out for them. And it was sort of a good day to shop. While we didn't see the extreme weather we were expecting on Friday, that was good too. And, of course, now we've seen many areas of our community get really hit on Sunday. And so for all of those who have been, in deep situations with flooding, with heavy rains. I know some people have had a lot of flooding. We've heard some cars washed away. We heard a roof blew off a house. Please let us know how we can help. Please call us at the Maui Chamber of Commerce. The county's working hard, I know, to help everyone in our community. We of country saw our power out for a number of hours, but many saw much more devastation than shorter power outages. So we want to thank Maui Electric Company and their amazing teams for getting the power on as quickly as possible. Thank the county for all their work. And this Saturday, December 11th, we are super excited to actually hold the live event. For those of you who tuned in the virtual, you got to see the amazing concerts by Kalani Pea and Marty Dredd and Jordan Soon and Ahumanu, and you, I'm sure, loved the music, loved the shopping, and had a great time. At the live event, we won't be having entertainment. It will be all about shopping, but our vendors are coming back out, again, excited to share their products with you, excited to connect with the community again in a live event, and we hope you can join us for what looks to be, fingers crossed, a glorious day. So we'll take all prayers and blessings and just encourage everybody to come out on December 11th. The show will be, again, at the War Memorial Stadium, the old soccer field. They call it the Event Lawn. It's where you would normally buy food at the county fair, and we'll be there, and just really excited to meet with everybody. So please come out, shop great local products. You're going to find so many exciting things there. And, when we looked at Saturday, we went, wow, this wasn't what we were expecting. You have those moments where you're kicking yourself saying, we probably could have done it. We, wish we maybe had done it. But we have to realize that when we're seeing things like these kinds of storms and you're watching the best data, you have to make the decision that makes the most sense at the time with the information you have. And it's always something that you look back and second guess on. But we really have seen so much, we were worried that Saturday would look like Sunday, and we just wanted to protect the community and our vendors and make sure that everybody was safe. So it was a difficult call. Hindsight is always 20/20, but we are sure that this coming Saturday, December 11th, is going to be great. And the show's going to start at 9 a.m. and go till 4:30 p.m., and it is going to be a wonderful time. But in addition to that, on Saturday, there is also another event happening. Actually, it starts just before the end of our show, and we have the president of the Pukalani Community Association, Donna Clayton, who's going to be with us this morning, and she's going to talk about this great event. The Pukalani Community Association is one of, Maui's many community associations, obviously up in Pukalani. It's available to residents and businesses in the Pukalani area, and they have been doing for a few years, this is the third Christmas fair and electric golf cart parade. It was meant to be annual, but COVID created a little blip. And so I'd like to welcome Donna to the show to tell us more about this Pukalani Christmas fair and electric golf cart parade and what makes it so special.
Thank you, Pam. I'm so excited for this opportunity to share our fair with the community. We are so grateful to be able to put it on again this year. It's such a fun event upcountry. The Pukalani Community Association Christmas Fair and Electric Light Golf Cart Parade is going to be December 11th. So as soon as you finish shopping at the Made in Maui, head your car up country to Pukalani and join us. Our fair opens at 4 o'clock and runs till 7 p.m. The location is the Pukalani Country Club on Pukalani Street. Very easy to find. When you turn into Pukalani, you're actually on Pukalani Street. That's the street that runs by the Foodland Mall. And you just stay on that street to the end, and you dead end into the Pukalani Country Club golf course, where our event will be held. What is unique about this event is that businesses and families and groups rent a golf cart from the Pukalani Country Club and decorate it with their own theme. And it's really fun to watch them decorate the carts. Of course, they have to use lighting because it's an electric golf cart parade, and it happens at dark. The parade happens at dark. But it's fun to see what they come up with. They sometimes showcase their businesses or their group, like Upcountry Rotary, or they might have a Christmas theme. We had one time a gingerbread house. We've had movie themes like The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, with the Grinch riding in the cart. We've had Blue Hawaii, where Elvis in his fantastic outfit walked along beside the cart using his signature moves. I mean, it was a ton of fun. This is actually a great team effort for businesses or groups because they get to work on something that's outside their usual line of work and just have fun creating joy for our Maui community and especially Pukalani. We still have carts available to rent. We have extras at the Pukalani Country Club. What you need to do, though, is let me know if you're interested no later than this Thursday. And all the information for the carts is available on PukalaniCommunity.com. And that has my contact info. And there's also a video there that shows the last parade that we did, so you get an idea of the event and what this looks like. And maybe give you some ideas for cart decorating.
Great specialty drinks that are provided by the golf course restaurant, and I know that they're serving food, as well as you're going to have food with a food truck out there that night as well.
Right. Al's Barbecue will be there, and the specialty holiday drinks at the Pukalani Clubhouse are really special. They're for keiki and adults, so it's kind of a nice thing to have to celebrate the holidays. We also have prizes for the golf cart decoration, so we have prizes like People's Choice, Best Christmas Theme, Best Lighting, Most Unique Design, Most Fun, Highest Participation. Great fun. So think about it for a golf cart decorating event.
You know,
this event opens at 4 p.m., so folks can get a bite there. So if you come and eat, spread out your blankets, watch the cart decorating. There will be face painting, and we're going to have Zeke Kalua, our returning DJ. He's been with us every time with wonderful music to have as our background. And, of course, Santa will be there to entertain the kids. And Santa is willing to pose for photos with kids and anybody. So it's kind of fun.
So come get your Christmas photos for free. Yes, come on up.
Yes, and by the way, the event is free. So that's helpful,
really
too, at this time.
Which is really nice.
Now, during COVID, we do have to be a little careful. We're not asking for proof of vaccination. But because this is an outdoor event, we feel it's very safe as long as people just keep in mind that it's wise to do some social distancing. But there's lots of room at the Pukalani Country Club, so that is not a problem. We just remind you that we still have to be careful out there. Oh, and also, remember, this is upcountry. You need to bring a blanket and a chair, but also a sweater. We've had people come in shorts and T-shirts, and they were too cold to stay. Sometimes it gets into the 60s, so bring a sweater so you can really be very comfortable.
It really, though, is one of
those. I certainly want to thank our sponsors. Sponsors make these kind of events possible. So our sponsors this year are the County of Maui, Hawaiian Electric Company, Dowling and Company, Josh German with Hawaii Life Realtors, Alexander and Baldwin, and Mancini, Welsh, and Geiger. So what do you think, Pam? Did I miss anything?
I think you did good. I just want to tell everybody, that Pukalani Country Club has some of the best views across Maui, and it's so great to be out there on such a beautiful starry night when you're out there, and to see it's fun to see the teams and their electric golf cart parade. The people who come out for the golf carts, sometimes it's an individual or a couple. We've had families, parents decorating a golf cart with their kids, so for $50, it's such a great and fun event for them to do that they just absolutely love it. We've had schools who've come out with school clubs or groups where the kids dressed in costumes that match the cart themes. And we've had so many businesses who've worked on this with their employee teams. And it's just been such a great team-building event. Unfortunately, in the past, the Chamber has been one of those carts. And we're, with the rescheduled event, unfortunately, we are not able to participate in the golf cart parade this year, given that we will be holding our rescheduled live event and packing up at that time. But we are so excited to know that it's happening again. It is one of those events that people across the county always say, gosh, I wish I knew. So this is your shout-out to come from all across the island. It's going to be a spectacular event up in Pukalani, and the Pukalani Community Association does a great job of making it fun. There's those specialty drinks and food, and we just want to thank the community and the sponsors and Council Member Yukile Sugimura for her tremendous support of this event. It really is a great time to come up country, have a wonderful starry night and Christmas evening, and celebrate with your family and friends.
Right. So remember, come up country, December 11th, this Saturday, 4 p.m., Pukalani Country Club at the end of Pukalani Street. You can't miss it. And I hope to see all of Maui there.
Well, thank you so much, Donna, for joining us this morning. We appreciate having you on. And we encourage everybody to go there right after shopping at the 8th Annual Live Made in Maui County Festival. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Now, I wanted to share a little bit, if you're just tuning in, this is Business Matters, brought to you by the Maui Chamber of Commerce, and we have a program that we're working with the Broadband Hui on. As you're gearing up for the new year, maybe you've been buying new computer equipment with Cyber Monday and gearing up for 2022, upgrading your systems. If you have old computers, laptops, iPads, or other technology that you no longer need or are sitting in your closet or back in storage room, the Broadband Hui can use those. The state has a program to refurbish those computers and give them to people who are participating in digital literacy classes to upgrade their skills and to gain new work experiences, or who need to upgrade their skills for medical monitoring that has been done now through telemedicine and virtual meetings, or people who are seniors and just want to connect with family and friends, and technology is the best way for them to do it now. They are offering programs throughout the state, including Maui, Molokai, and Lanai, and the Chamber is trying to help gain unused equipment for our program here in the Maui County, so that those who are going through the literacy classes and could use equipment can benefit from those old machines that aren't being used. So please call us at the Maui Chamber of Commerce. Our number is 244-0081, 244-0081. You can speak with Robin, and she can tell you how you can make a donation. And we really appreciate your support this holiday season for that program. Okay, it is now my pleasure to introduce Deron and Kit Furukawa, the owners of Maui Chili Oil. This dynamic duo, a husband and wife team of Maui Chili Oil, sells bottled chili oil. Now, Deron, I understand, is the genius behind the recipe and product development, and Kit, his wife, who many know, given her service at the county in different capacities, is the marketing and back-end support. And I just want to say, for those of us on the team who got to try the Maui Chili Oil, and there's different kinds that I'm sure they're going to tell you about, we are addicted. And I seriously mean, we had different plate lunches. Everybody kept spooning it on. A jar goes really fast. So to have Deron and Kit tell you more about it, let's welcome them and tell our audience about how you got started and what inspired this amazing business.
Hello.
Good morning, Pam. We're so excited to be here. Thank you for your words.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to have you both on. I'm not kidding. We tried the chili oil, and Amanda Amber and I sat around the table at lunch, kept putting it on everything on our plate lunch.
Yeah, it goes well with everything. Really versatile.
Well, and I love that you folks show people on your social media all the different foods that you folks use it on. But tell us, how did you come up with this idea and start this business?
Oh, sure. Well, it's our pandemic project, really. At the height of the pandemic, everything was pretty depressing in the community. But we had time to cook, and really we love to eat. So Deron is the cook of the house, and we don't have this product on Maui. There's a Japanese-style one, but not this particular Chinese-inspired chili oil. So he made one. He made one with thoughts that we were going to give it for Christmas gifts to family and friends. So this was exactly last year, what's happening last year. So we did. We gave to friends and family. And they were giving us feedback that they want to order. They wanted to order from us, but it was just as a gift. And so a light bulb came on, and we're like, hey, why don't we just turn it into a full, legit business? I mean, everyone's loving it. And so that's how it started, really. So, none of us have any culinary background. It's just really all driven by our love for food and our love for eating. And that's how we just developed the product. We did tests. We developed a recipe. And we tried all the other chili oils in the market, but we made it our own. We really made it to our own taste. And so far, so good. The feedback has been great. And so we have it now, and it's now available for the market.
Oh, my gosh. Well, tell us about the different types, because I know you have different levels of heat, and they all have this amazing crunchy stuff that you stir up from the bottom that just makes it spectacular. So tell us about the different products.
Sure, correct, yes. We have 3 different types of heat levels for our Szechuan-style chili oil. Regular, which is very mild. I mean, you can feel a little bit of a tingle, but it's nothing major. We have the medium for the people that don't want to commit but still want to have that little bit of a heat. And we have the spicy one that you might have a little bit of a regret later on. But, the spicy one just creeps up on you slowly, and then before you know it, you're kind of sweating. But at the same time, you can still you can still taste your food. It doesn't compromise the taste of the chili oil. You can still taste chili oil, and it doesn't burn your face off. So, yeah.
Well, we have a lot of people in Hawaii who, always say, give me the hottest. I want that hot spice. And right. I think that we were trying the medium, and I can say that, you could taste a little kick, and it kicked in a little bit more, but it was so delicious that we couldn't stop. Yeah. But I love that you say, with the spicy one, you might sweat a little. We didn't quite get there, so good warning for those who go that far.
Right. Oh, you didn't try it yet. You didn't commit yet. Oh, but you should try. Right, I really like it because it goes well with everything. I mean, our Szechuan style chili oil, utilizes Szechuan peppercorns, which gives you like a little bit of a tingle, your numbness in your mouth. And then we use like star anise, Chinese-inspired spices, Szechuan chili flakes, and it goes well with pretty much everything. Like if you're eating eggs this morning, you put it on that. You're eating Saimin, you put it in the Saimin. Now, last night, actually, we went to McDonald's and bought a McTerry burger, which is one of our favorite burgers, and we put it the spicy on that one, and totally changed enhanced the flavor of the burger. Oh, it's so good. You should try it on everything.
I really want to attest to that. So first of all, I had that day for lunch a wonton min. And I had seen that you guys had eaten it on something similar, so I put it on my wonton min. And I like my wonton min really hot, normally with hot mustard and shoyu, but I didn't put that on. I used just your chili oil. And I was like 3 spoonfuls in. And it's just those crunchy bits when you get, like you said, the chili flakes, the onions, the garlic, everything that's in there is just so delicious. And it's, as you point out, it's unlike anything we've had. We just don't have anything like this. And so I really want to encourage people, and I hope to commit. I like heat. So, I will try the spicy. But I want to do it on a day when if I overdo it, I can adjust. But I do want to say they're all amazing, and even the milder one is delicious as well. But even the medium, if you're somebody who, if you really, really love spice, I would totally recommend the spicy. But if you like spice, the medium is wonderful. It really is wonderful. Oh, yeah. But what I want to warn you is it is addicting. So be ready to keep spooning and get extra jars because you're going to wish you had them.
Right. And we can tell you, actually, before we hit the Made in Maui Festival, we can tell you a bit of where we sell it on Maui. We also have it in retail stores. So,
yeah, for those who are in the mainland or anywhere else outside of Maui, online ordering is still a good way. We ship anywhere in the U.S., so bulk of our orders right now are from the mainland, actually. So it's really exciting as a small business to ship to Maine and to Alaska. It's like, oh, wow, we got orders here. But yeah, it's really exciting. But here on Maui, we are on various different stores. How many we have now?
I can just tell you we have it at Mana Foods, at Pukalani Super Red, TJ's Warehouse, at Tamura's in Wailuku, Kihei, and Lahaina, IGD, which is Island Grocery Depot in Kahului, CAA Marketplace, Four Sisters Bakery, and now for a limited run at Hui Noe'au, their gift center.
Ooh, awesome.
So, a lot of options for you to pick up.
Give everybody your website really quickly.
Maui Chili Oil is the name. MauiChiliChiliOil.com.
All right, thank you both. And you can also find them online at the virtual Meet in Maui County Festival, which will still be up. That's all the time we have for Business Matters. I'm Pamela Tumpa, President of the Maui Chamber of Commerce, wishing you blessings and best wishes for a beautiful Maui day.